kRusty. Morning, Shelby. Good morning, Henry. We got some work to do. Or we got a lot of work to do, honestly. So I figured maybe we should do some. And one of the things that I don't want to say that I'm good at, but I seem to be able to do, is cut things up. So I think we're going to take the nose piece off and we'll start taking the doors off. I'll be honest, I have wrestled with this as far as keeping the doors that are on it and just cutting the stuff out like I did on the Pro Stock. But someone's like, you know, hey, you should put the Pro Stock doors on and then do the red doors for the Pro Stock and put them back on. And that honestly makes a lot of sense. It does. I hear you. I'm with you. But I also like try and go with my gut a lot of times. When something, I see it and I'm like, man, if my first instinct is to like, no, then typically that's the right decision. Typically. But we're not going to keep these doors the way they are. So it's just work, even if we decide to gut these doors. And really the main thing with these doors to where I don't want to cut them is Pirate gave me this door. And I just, you know, even though technically he gave it to me, I still feel bad about, because it's honestly, besides this dent that Mother Nature put into it, this is honestly a pretty good door. I mean, it's got a little bit of, but for the most part, it's actually a pretty good door, and I would feel bad about cutting it up, I think. Now, Michael would probably just say, hey man, it's your door, I gave it to you, just do what you want. But knowing Pirate in some ways that I do, it would bother him if I did that to this door. He wouldn't say anything much about it. He would joke about it, but deep down, I think it would hurt him a little bit. So we're going to look at doing the swapping doors. I know I'm just trying to explain what's going on, why I do some of the things that I do. When it doesn't, on video, it doesn't make any sense. Like you're out in video world and you're like, why the hell is he doing this? Why don't he just do that? A lot of times it's off of gut, what my gut tells me to do. And there's other factors to where, I don't know. It's just the same guy's got a pedo bear on his fender, so don't take anything I say seriously, ever. Right, Henry? You don't take anything I say seriously. What? Get him. Okay, let's get to work. One of you guys asked what the wiring and the dash framing weighed. Now, I didn't do them separately, but this conglomeration is 30.2 pounds. And this does not include the EFI this does not include the computer, the harness from the computer into the engine bay to the body harness, or the injection harness, or the mass air harness part of it. That whole bit is not included in this. But like I say, 30 pounds for this deal right here. Now we're going to put some of that back in. If I had to guess, maybe about 5 or 6 pounds, maybe. So it may not even be that much. Anyway, so let's call it 25 pounds weight loss just in this stuff right here. That's not counting all of this and some other stuff we've got to get out. So, or the headliner or anything like that. So anyway, we'll call that 25 after what we put back in. I want you to check this out too. You check out that reinforcement on this deal. That's nitrous proof right there. I mean, it's probably only good to about a 300 shot explosion. I mean, you blow a pro race fogger up, it may launch it. But 300 shot, I think we're safe. If we had nitrous, which we don't, and we're not going to, just before anyone gets started on that. Naturally aspirated guys. So yeah, I might do hood pins on this thing too. I know we got those. I need to look at the Zeus steel. I might just do hood pins. I know everyone's like, oh, it's already got the Zeus fasteners in. Yeah, so why has that ever stopped us from doing anything before? Put hood pins in it too. All right, but I just want to show you guys that reinforcement. That's some quality fiberglass work right there, yo. What is that? I mean, what is this? Wow. Ouch, that kind of hurts. That's serious stuff. After a little tinkering around and some cutting, I mean, this thing's jacked, obviously. It's broken all over the place. And we've kind of got it pieced together with some stuff. I think this is what we're gonna roll with. It's 7 pounds. This right here is all 7 pounds. And we'll make a little aluminum tab to kick off and bolt it to, and then we'll probably just zip tie it up at the top, and we'll put something back here to mount our gauges in. It'll probably look like someone that has that philosophy did it, mostly like the dash and the whole car, but at this point you guys know what to expect. You keep them very low. You know what Maverick say on the manage your expectations. All right, cool. So it's basically lunchtime. So while we're not getting a lot done, it is quality. It's quality entertainment. Rocking up daily Fox life. We got our air conditioner going. It's hot, but hey, we're tough. Okie dokie. Our lunch was pretty good, and actually, it's a couple days after we went to lunch. We got back from lunch, and it started raining, and we were talking to Jake. He's fixing to go to FTX camp. He actually left Saturday morning. It's Sunday today. So we were talking to him, and just, didn't get back out here to do anything. You can see, though, what we've come up with. We're going to mount our MSD here. That was always the plan. We're going to put our two-step whatever stuff over here. We're going to put our little gauge panel screwed in here. As far as doing a back panel or whatever, we actually had a little bit of an epiphany. We're going to mount our tack right here versus mounting it over here, and then we'll mount our pill activated shift light. I don't particularly trust these tacks 110%, but they're good enough for driving and just basic whatever, but I don't trust them activating the shift light because I've had issues with them where they want to constantly move. So I'd rather use the autometer module or pill shift light. So I'll have that mounted up here, and then in here we'll do our water temp. I know, right? Our water temp and oil pressure gauge, and then we'll be good to go. I mean, it's going to look completely janky, but I am a little happier putting this here than over there. And could I make it look good or whatever? Maybe. I mean, maybe I could do that. I don't know if my skill level would allow it, but maybe I could. But I just don't want to spend a whole day trying to make something that looks cool that I'm literally the only person that's going to see it, and I'm the only person that cares. And since I kind of don't care, it'd be cool. What do you think, dude? He doesn't care either, to be honest. So that is what our dash situation is going to look like. I hope everyone's pleased. Yeah. What a conglomeration. That right there, that's misleading. We're going to put a different number in there. 6.8. That's where we're going. So I think we're going 7.0. Let's get some. Anyway, boom. There we go. That's what it's going to kind of look like. It's going to be junk. More disassembly.
kRusty had a little accident back in the day, but like I say, we're going to get rid of a lot of this stuff like we did on the 86, and you know, while it's not going to account for a super huge amount, it will account for some amount. Anyway, so let me get the chop saw. Let me get the chop saw out and kind of figure out where all I'm going to cut. Like I say, some of it will be the sway bar brace, and we'll leave a little bit here to support the radiator. It doesn't take much, and we're going to cut some of the reinforcement out of the front end, the header panel, because we don't need it. So anyway, cool. Well, it's cool to me. We're going to use our Speedmaster funnel web cop off. That's what we're going to have milled to match our Hi-Ports. We've already got it, so we'll go ahead and use it. But that's what we're going to be using for that. So I think we're kind of done for the day. All right, I guess that's probably going to wrap up our video for today. Cut my hand, and imagine that. We got our lower core support cut out, and we'll just keep, you know, nibbling away at it. I look at this one like, okay, where'd I cut? And cut here and cut there. So, you know, slow going, but at least we got something done. Technically speaking, today was supposed to be a test and tune day. Full disclosure, I wasn't going to go. They're starting late. I got to work in the morning. It's just, my motivation stunk. But it got rained out anyway, so you know, maybe it was my intuition that told me, hey, don't worry about going today. So anyway, like I say, we still got a lot of work to do, and we'll just try and keep nibbling away at it, because this is where our motivation is right here, is on kRusty. So I got to order some parts and so on and so forth. Anyway, at least, and it's always the creative part of it, like, well, how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that, because I'm changing up a lot of stuff. So I'm happy with the dash. I'm, you know, pretty cut and dry on what I'm going to do here. The head and inside, you know, I've pretty much, it's really just buying parts and getting things situated. We got to do the doors as well. So anyway, we'll see that in an upcoming video. And someone made a comment that it should be Cussins Customs. That's, yeah, Cussins Customs, rather than Customs Restoration. So let's be honest, that's not what we're really doing here. Yeah, Cussins Customs. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, so thanks for subscribing, thanks for commenting, thanks for all the ways you guys support the channel. Thanks for watching. And until next time on Substandard Leader. What are you doing, Shelby? Oh, on Substandard Leader and Fox Body videos and Lincoln 1 Year Only Town Car videos. We'll see you guys. Hey, come here. Come here. We'll see you guys in the next video. What? What are you doing? They can't see you, dude. They can't see you. Come here. What? You don't want to be over here when the grinder's running. Old Henners. Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys in the next video.